Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey. Had that in my head throughout the entirety of the film.
What the hell are you? We are Venom.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Rosenthal Reviews. It's been a while since I've seen you all on long form video format. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all enjoying the many movies coming our way. And Daredevil, Born Again, first 2 episodes came out. What do we think? I absolutely loved them. I'll have a video on Daredevil coming for you soon. But today, of course, we're here to talk about Mickey 17. So Mickey 17 is directed by Bong Joon-Ho, who was responsible for the 2020 Best Picture winner, Parasite. So it's been well over 5 years waiting for this directorial return. The movie is led by Robert Pattinson, but also stars Mark Ruffalo and Toni Collette. So I went into Mickey 17 having barely watched a trailer, which for me was really refreshing. I think I watched like trailer 1 when it first came out many months ago, so I had a vague idea of what was going on here, but in general I went into this movie with a pretty blank slate, and I want it to be the same for you if you decide to go and see this movie. So all I'll say, this film follows Robert Pattinson as Mickey, a man that can't die because there's this technology that can reprint his body and import his memories. Alright, let's cut to the chase. I enjoyed this movie. What I primarily liked about Mickey 17 is just how baffling and strange and weird it is. We are in essence following a man who does repeatedly die, and therefore the humour that follows is pretty dark, which suits my personality to a T. It's combined with this sci-fi story, which in general you wouldn't mesh together, this dark satire and this otherworldly setting, but in general it works throughout this movie. Part of that is down to the performances, particularly from Robert Pattinson. And yeah, I said performances because this guy basically plays multiple iterations of himself throughout this movie. There was one version of Mickey that I thought was played particularly well, Mickey 17 actually. He's kind of quirky and quiet and almost naively brave. But it baffles me how a guy like Robert Pattinson can go from playing a Batman like this,
I'm vengeance,
to a Mickey 17 like this.
You read through the paperwork?
I should have read through it.
But he did it, he pulled it off. Most of his humour throughout this movie had me laughing and chuckling out loud. It was just so strange and dark. Probably one of my favourite funnier scenes during this movie takes place during a random dinner in which Mickey 17 is basically just wolfing down a bunch of food, only then to throw it all up later during the dinner. And the funny thing is, in this scene and in many other examples throughout the movie, Mickey's in a lot of pain, which you kind of feel bad for laughing at, but you just can't help but laugh. And that's partly due to some of the other characters that are reacting to Mickey's pain and weirdness. Speaking of which, Mark Ruffalo is also in this movie. He plays a cult-like figure, fake jaw, bright white teeth, obviously leaning into a certain political figure, but it was so over the top that I loved it. The only problem that I had with the humour was that at times I thought the musical score was clashing with the tone that the movie was trying to present. For example, at the start of the movie, you see a lot of the different ways in which Mickey has died, and I think this was supposed to be funny, or at least I was laughing. But the score that accompanied these scenes was pretty dramatic and serious. It was a tad jarring, and I do wonder if it threw the rest of my theatre audience off because nobody else was laughing. I mean, James, you could just have a weird sense of humour. Meh, I digress. The overall sci-fi story and setting that's woven throughout this film is fairly interesting. The first 45 minutes does take its time setting this up. And that's the only problem that I really had with this movie. It does clock in at 2 hours and 17 minutes. And I don't think that first 45 minute setup needed to be longer than 20 to 25 minutes. Because for me, at times during that first act, I was a little bit bored and wondering where this was going. Beyond that though, if you're into your sci-fi and you like a little bit of dark comedy woven throughout, I can only recommend that you go and see this one. Overall, on the Rosenthal Reviews ranking, I'm going to give Mickey 17 a 7 out of 10. On the entertainment echelon, it's a 5.5 out of 10. Certainly some great visuals and laugh out loud moments, but not absolutely essential that you see this one in the cinema. And on the feeling factor, I was pretty consistently laughing throughout this one. There you have it, those are my thoughts on Mickey 17. I don't think it will hit the Academy heights of something like Parasite, but then again, I don't think this was designed to do that. At the very least, this is a very different movie that you will often see coming from big studios. I thought it was a refreshing change of pace. I hope you do enjoy this one as much as I did when you do go and see this. On that note, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you excited to go and see this? Have you seen it? Did you not like it as much as I did? Whatever your thoughts, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching this video. I do appreciate it. I'll have more videos for you very soon, but in the meantime, please subscribe for more reactions and reflections, and I'll speak to you all very soon.